guys, so today I wanted to show you guys my foundation routine. I have never done a daily foundation routine video because I really switch up my foundations a lot. I never use like the same product and all that, but here lately I've been stuck on the same foundation stick and the same products for quite a while, so I thought I would share with you guys my foundation routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The first step I usually do on my foundation routine is I add moisturizer. I am using the Garnier Nutrice Moisture Rescue, and it's just in this little jar. And it's actually a gel cream, and it's just like it kind of refreshes and brightens up your face, and I really love how it feels. So I've already put that on this morning, and then the next step is concealer. I'm using the Physician Formula Powder Finish Concealer, and it's just in a little tube like this. And as you can see, I have some breakouts right there. So I'm just going to cover those up with my concealer, and you can add some under the eyes. I'm really bad about using concealer. I always forget to use concealer. Then I'm just going to take my little beauty blender sponge that I got at Ulta, and I'm just going to smooth it out. And for the concealer, I just kind of do like this. I don't really rub it in. I just kind of because I feel like if you rub it in, it's just going to like take it off. It's not really even staying on as good. So there is that. And then the next step is, and which I really love what I've been using, because if I'm in a rush, I don't necessarily have to use concealer with this. And this is the Laura Geller Real Deal Foundation Stick. My color is light. So I just take this and I put, and a little goes a long ways with this. I just go ahead and put some on the cheeks. And then I put some right here on my chin, and then I usually put some on the forehead, and then I put some on my nose. And then I'm just going to take the same sponge and blend it all out. I really love this stuff. My skin's really sensitive, and I have to be really careful on the products that I use, and I've had no breakouts or anything like that with the Laura Geller foundation stick. So if you have sensitive skin, it's great for that. And then the next step I usually take is I go ahead and put a powder on. This is another great thing about the foundation stick. If you're in a rush, I usually just put the foundation stick on, put some blush, bronzer, and I'm ready to go. But if I have time, I go ahead and add my powder and all that. So I'm just going to be taking the Fit Me powder, and I'm 135, which is Creamy Natural. And I'm just going to take my powder brush and put some powder on. I did not like the Fit Me foundation, but I really like the Fit Me powder. For some reason the foundation broke me out, so. And with the powder, I go ahead and take some and I put it down my chin and my neck area, so I don't have a foundation line. With the powder or the foundation stick, I usually don't because it's really my color, but if you're using like a darker foundation that's a little darker than your skin tone, because my skin really changes during the winter and the summer. I have like, of course, darker skin in the summer, and then in the winter I'm really pale, so but this, I go ahead and take the powder down to my neck, and sometimes I go ahead and put some right here on my chest, just so it all blends and I don't have any foundation lines or anything like that, because that's never attractive. Okay, the next step I do is I go ahead and take my bronzer, and I take the Tarte, and this is Park Avenue Princess, I believe. Yeah, Park Avenue Princess, and it's just this really pretty color. This is just a really reasonable e.l.f. bronzing brush. And I just go ahead and take a little bit on here, and this stuff is really pigmented. A little goes a long ways. And I usually just make the fish face. And then I put some right on my chin. And I usually go ahead and put some right at my hairline. And this is just going to kind of contour your face. My camera is going out of focus there. My dog is just like snacking on those treats down there. And I usually put some right on my nose. Okay, then I'm going to take the Tarte blush. I was fixing to call it bronzer. And this is so pretty. This is in the color Dollface, and it's just a very light pink. And this is the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush collection. And it's really pigmented too. And with the same brush, I just take a little bit and I smile. And I'm just going to put this in circular motions right above my bronzer. I usually go ahead and add just a little bit to the middle of my forehead just to kind of brighten it up. Okay, and then just to smooth everything out and make sure everything's nice and smooth looking, I take a bigger kabuki brush, and this is just a pink e.l.f. kabuki brush, and I just go ahead and like buff everything and make sure there's no darkness to my blush or my bronzer, and everything looks very smooth and all that greatness. I hope you guys enjoyed my everyday foundation routine video, and don't forget to like me on Facebook and check out my beauty blog at amybeths.com. I hope you guys have a great day.